Hey everybody, Jeff Flipple here. I'm with Mike Cowper, who is the co-owner of Return on Investments LLC, one of the largest wholesalers in all of Michigan. You can find their properties and get on their list at WeBuyROI.com. And Mike's somebody that I have learned a lot from over this past year, and I just asked him here today to see if he could share some words of wisdom with us.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I find very valuable that I've been talking with a lot of people on, it's not necessarily real estate based, but it's really having good, clear objectives on what you want to accomplish. So, I mean, there's a quote that I really like. It's, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. And what we find is when we have a target on what we're looking for, where we want to be, it's much easier to design your path on how to get there. So one thing that I find to be incredibly effective and helpful at focusing me in where I want to go is having a major overarching goal, but then at the same time breaking that down into a 30, 60, and 90-day action plan. So the first of every single month, what I do is go through and review what our big goal is and how do I get there in the next 30 days, what do I want to do in the next 60 days, which is a little bit larger prospect and a little bit better idea of what we want to get done, and then even the 90 days. And those 60 and 90 days tend to fluctuate from time to time because maybe I run through my 30-day really quickly, but I'm always targeting that. So I know what my next quarter is supposed to look like every day. And then I extrapolate that at the beginning of every single week. I go and look at my 30-day goal. What do I need to do these next 7 days to get that done? And then after that, I actually go back every morning and I look at my 7-day goal and my 30 and my 60 and my 90, and I go, what can I do today that'll have the most impact on that? And what I find to be super valuable about that is it helps me get out of the hair on fire, I have to do this really quickly, and I'm not doing just tasks just to do them. I know they're going to have an impact on our business, on our personal goals, on my business goals. And I think if everybody took the time to do that, they'd find that they'd have much more significant activities getting done. Because it's really easy to get caught up in checking emails, doing this, doing that, putting out a ton of these fires that feel like they're very urgent, but they might not have that impact and that importance long term. So I always try, personally I wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning and I try to allot those first 2 to 4 hours every day working on those major tasks before the day gets in the way. And I think if more people took the time, because it does take time to sit there and think about it, it's kind of the hard thing that you have to do when you're doing that analysis. Okay, actually sit down and give give yourself a chance to think. And if something changes, change your goals. It doesn't have to be set in stone. And that's why I like 30, 60, 90 so much, because I can change it as I progress through the month and the times. And if I'm ahead in my 30-day, I start working on the 60-day. Yep. And then I go on to the 90-day if I can. Yep. So it just allows for a lot more of focused attention on what is truly important towards the major goal that we want to accomplish.
Yeah, I know that was a huge help. That's something where Mike kind of sat me down and I'm coming to him and I had a million different questions. What about this or should I do this? He's like, whoa, take a step back, figure out where you're actually trying to go, and then we can put together a plan to get you there. And that's just a huge help. So even if your 90-day goal changes or where you're going changes, that was something with me where my business was evolving so quickly that my 90-day picture kept on changing. But the important thing was that I actually had that picture and that goal in that direction to head. So I really appreciate it. I know that made a big difference in my business, just having that sit down with Mike, and appreciate your time today. If you want to get on Mike's buyers list, they literally are coming out with 10 to 20 properties a month all over Metro Detroit, Oakland, Wayne, and Macomb counties. Go to WeBuyROI.com. Thanks again, Mike.
Absolutely.